Hey guys, Wolfie here and welcome back to the channel. As always, the usual disclaimer, any opinion here is mine and mine alone. So for this particular video, it is a product review. This is something I haven't done in quite some time, but it's like with varying things like illness, varying obligations, work, gym, doctor's appointments, whatever have you. I actually was falling behind on the content for the channel, so things will still be somewhat inconsistent for me because of varying factors, work, like any health issues, and then the possibility of me having to look for a second job just to make ends meet. So I have a lot of real life stuff going on, and unfortunately, it's going to cause me to fall further behind until everything sorts itself out. And I'm hoping I don't have to look for a second job, but with the way things are going now, it is becoming more of a reality than not. And that means if I do have to look for a second job, there is almost no way I'm going to be able to start streaming because things are getting so expensive, and it's a matter of time before those who are making decent money have to look for additional ways to make extra money legitimately. But with that all out of the way, like I said, it is a product review, and it is the product you are seeing right over there. The brand, it looks like the brand appears to be called Powerful. It is a protein shake. I think there are a couple of flavors. This one was in chocolate. I think I saw something for vanilla. In a nutshell, it has about 20 grams of protein, quote-unquote natural flavors, contains some format of Greek yogurt as like an ingredient. I found these at Walmart. The last time I checked, it was about $3 and some change, and something tells me that could have gone up since. So that's a bit of a nutshell of this particular product. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, good Lord. Let's see here. It looks like based on I was looking for like the amount of ounces this comes in. It looks like I took a pretty bad angle of this particular photo, so I'm not 100% sure how many ounces this is, but it is about $3 and something at Walmart. It could be, and that's at the time that I bought this, like months ago. It could have gone up since then, so. But to recap the nutshell version, 20 grams of protein, comes in more than one flavor. This is chocolate, supposedly natural. I have some format of Greek yogurt in it as one of the ingredients, so that's on that, and that's, again, it's in the nutshell version. So, one of the things that I mean, surprising is not so much the taste, but it's more so I need to figure out if this is available in more places. That way, there could be a more accurate, price fluctuation, if that makes any sense. Because I know Walmart usually sells a lot of their stuff for like lower prices than most other places outside of Amazon. Now, another thing here that I did notice here, so you're supposed to shake this gently before, you even open it up the first time. So it's a bit of a warning right there. So it's like, you can't just like open it up and just drink it. You have to like shake it up a little bit before opening it up. Now, for this particular beverage, this might be ideal for type 2 diabetics, but it also comes down to taste buds. And in addition to all that, if anyone who's type 1 diabetic, this might be an okay beverage to go after. So, okay, I'm looking at my notes here, and yes, I do have my notes on the whole thing. So, with any product reviews, I do have 2 scores. One of them is my personal score, and the second score is for the intended audience, intended base score, meaning that certain things that probably will be like a different number, and then it's out of 10. And for the record, when it comes to product reviews, I don't really give many things the perfect 10 for a personal score unless there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And that is pretty darn rare. Now, when it came to me tasting it, like for first few sips, all that stuff, it's like, I did the gentle shaking before opening it. It felt more like it tasted more like a thin liquid, like muddy water, as opposed to a proper protein beverage. I'm not sure if that was intentional on this brand's end or not, but it's like, it felt like it tasted like a thinner liquid than a protein shake, because some protein shakes tend to be a bit thicker, like sense of like texture, all this stuff. And this felt more thin, meaning that, is it really a protein shake or more like a protein milk? I mean, it's something I really couldn't understand. Now, if I could find the website for this, I will have it in the description below. So before I post this, I'm gonna look it up to make sure I can get a website link to this. Like I said, it is at Walmart for sure. So that way everybody knows like what to expect. But the thing is with me, I gave it a gentle shake and it tasted more thin than thick for a protein shake. So it's like, I'm not so sure if they omitted it or or what, but it's like, it didn't really taste like a proper protein shake. And that is considering that you have Greek yogurt as one of the ingredients in the beverage. So, and I just had to look at the time real quick so that way I'm not spending too much time on this, but I'm not doing too short of a video either. So, for the audio, if it doesn't sync up with the video, just turn on closed captioning so that way you guys get to read along what I'm saying so things don't get too out of hand. I mean, it's the app I'm using, so you have to bear with me because I tried another app to record, and unfortunately, the audio was not working in that app at all. So, regarding the whole, like the pricing aspect, if there is something like for this outside of Walmart, it might be more expensive, it might be cheaper, we really don't know. So it's one of those, when it comes down to someone's financial situation, to put it like in brief. Now, when it comes down to one's taste buds, some people may like this regardless if it's like they're any type of diabetes, type 1 or type 2, pre-diabetic, or simply want something like this, like as a protein shake. So it's one of those that will really depend on your taste buds. And then when it comes to like certain other items, like, things that are considered probiotics in your like whatever you consume, something that's probiotic might be recommended instead, in my personal opinion, because for me, it's like I couldn't even finish this. It's like the taste just felt like it tasted like really thin, like muddy water. And I'm like, my taste buds were not agreeing with it either, so I couldn't even finish it. So, on that note, the intended base score, I'm going to be nice on this one. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10, and that's like uncommon for this section of the channel. The reason why I'm giving this 8 out of 10 because it comes down to a couple of things, and it's kind of major. If this is available outside of Walmart, how much they're selling it for, as well as medical conditions, taste buds. It's like those are the only two reasons why it is major in that regard, considering we're facing hyperinflation, potential recession, keyword potential. But my personal score on this, it's a 3 out of 10. I cannot recommend it. Any of my scores that's below a 5, I honestly cannot recommend it. And with my personal score of this beverage being a 3 out of 10, I cannot recommend it. I mean, my taste buds simply did not agree with it, first and foremost. 2, I think there is some degree of misleading with this particular product. It's just I had to do a little bit more research to see if that's really the case. And another thing, it's like, it comes down to like price. It's like I wanted to try this, but it really wasn't working with my taste buds. So it's like, and I couldn't finish it. So it's like, let's be real. But anyway, that's my product review. To recap the product review overall, you do have to shake it up gently before drinking it. As far as I know, this is at Walmart. I don't know if it's available anywhere else. Price will fluctuate, most likely, if that is the case. Taste buds will be the deciding factor here. If you have taste buds similar to mine, it's not going to be a product for you. And then the how it feels after you like consume a few sips of it, it feels more like water than a proper protein shake. Because I've consumed other brands of protein shakes, and I know this for sure feels more like muddy water, really thin, as opposed to a proper protein shake. So, and again, to recap the scores, the intended base score, intended audience score, that's the same thing in here, is an 8 out of 10, and then my personal score is a 3 out of 10. I cannot recommend. So that's that on that. With Wolvie here signing off. I will catch you all on the flip side.